Well, thank you very much for the question. And I'm just wondering how many times would you like me to answer this question? Because this is the question that you've been bringing for quite a long time, and I've been doing the best that I can to answer it. But anyway, we just do it again because in the Arabic idiom they said at-tarikh yu'idu nafs. It's a situation calls for more explanation. So what I'm going to be saying is that nature speaks volume of the existence of God Almighty. What we see around us, things that happen, the night, the day, all these things are clear indication that God exists, or the originator who moved things to happen, he existed. And the greatest evidence before us today is his own creation. The fact that there is creation, there's got to be a creator. Just like a manufacturer, we have a manufacturer who manufacture the items. It makes a lot of sense. Don't you think so? Oh, no. That shouldn't be the de facto. Don't you see? Look, when we think, when we walk, when we, process information, whatever action that we do, the act itself speaks volume that God exists, because we don't have that power within ourselves to act certain way. When you get sick, you can't do all these things. Who gave you that life? Who blow that life inside of you for you to be acting like this? When you push, you push. The hand can receive, can take, can fight, can protect, can do a lot of things. All these things are indicament that God exists. Can't you understand the basic trend that God exists? The location of the heavenly stars, the heavenly bodies, is a proof enough that God exists. Look at the earth. It's 23.5 degrees tilted on its axis. The distance between the earth and the moon is 420,000 miles, and the distance between the earth and the sun is 93 million miles. And the fact that we are moving on our orbits without falling down is a proof that there is someone that hold all this thing. Otherwise, it will fall into chaos. That is a proof that God exists, and it speaks volume of its existence. Oh, yes, within yourself. Don't you think that man himself, this body, the man himself is an engineering marvel? Look at so many creation, but man is so different. That in itself is a proof that there is someone that makes things to move. The human intellect is left with no option but to understand and believe that God exists. All avenues that will make you to think negatively has been blocked. So basically, mankind have to understand from his own creation. So Allah said, وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ, and within themselves, can they see? Within yourself, look, don't go so far away thinking about this and that and this and that. Look at yourself. The way things happen within yourself, the blood inside of you, the water inside of you, the mucus inside of you, the digestive system, a lot of things make you to go, indeed, God exists. Oh yes, that's what I was saying, from the very beginning get-go. The brain that we have, the central office of mankind is the brain. The brain is that which stores everything. Just like when you have a story, you have a lot of things in your story. But then again, it has everything. It is the one that supplies and, or gives power to each and every part of your body. The brain is so powerful. That is why it's so protected. Look at the clavicle that is protecting it, the cerebrum, the occipital lobe. All these things indicate that God exists, because it could not happen by itself. If you're telling me it is nature does not have consciousness to create something that is so intricate. Look at your ears. Just look at your ear. And look at the speaker that we do today. Long before wireless was created, there was a receiver, and that receiver is your ears. And so mankind today is mimicking nature. We have something called biomimicry. Scientists are bent on using nature and anything that consists of nature to create something. Okay, fine. You created this and that and this and that. Where did you get the material? Did you create the material wherewith you used to create whatever you boast that you create? You discover this and that, fine. But before you discover whatever you say you discover, that thing was there. Who put it there? It was put there by the one who had infinite wisdom. So Allah said in the Quran, when it's time for him to let some kind of information goes along, he'll bring it to our mind. Allamali insan ma lam ya'lam. And that verse today is still resonating. This word, this ayah in the Quran. 50 years from now, there's going to be a lot of discovery, but it's not yet. Nobody knows that yet. When it's time, Allah see fit, you let it go, and we begin to understand. Can't you see the weakness in man? Notwithstanding a lot of things that we see in our body system, we take it for granted. The nose, the forehead, the eye, the eyelashes, the mouth, the teeth, and stuff like that. Just look at your eye. Look at your eye right now. Think about it. The eye is the world's most efficient television. You watch a lot of television, but the eye is most efficient television. Whatever you see is whatever you get. That is organically. Organically. If a photographer is going to take a picture, he's going to have to use and turn the aperture until he get the clear perspective, color without it being blurred, but whatever that is. But whatever you see right now is organic. The color is right, it's perspective. You don't need to add some additive, for it to look differently. Whatever you see is whatever that is, and that in itself is a proof that God exists. The skin, look at your skin. I'm just saying, look at the skin. Within the network of sensitive fiber embedded on your skin, that in itself is a proof. And mind you, each and every skin acting as a fiber have a pivotal role to play for a human being. But you don't see all these things. Your eyelash, look at it. It protects you from so many things. Your hair, you think it's just there haphazardly? No. There is a reason that the Creator put it there. So He is the Creator. He creates, and He's been doing that sustenance from the time that God Almighty created mankind. He's been sustaining man and guiding man from the time until today. Inna fi zalika la ayatin liqawmin yatafakkarun. Most certainly indeed, these are signs for those who think, those who analyze, those who actually see deep, not just seeing, but seeing beyond the sight. That in itself is a proof beyond any reasonable doubt. There is a creator. There is absolutely someone who himself was not created, but he created everything and he gave everything form and shape for it to function. That is the Creator, God. We say Allah.